early 80s, civilization was spreading its frontiers ever deeper into the far west. But there were many remote places far from established authority where evil men took advantage of undeveloped communities for their own selfish gain. But even though the law was weak, strong men rose in its support. And among these, none was greater than a legendary figure who sought out evildoers as did the crusading knights of old, the Durango Kid.
Son?
I don't know, mister. I was just delivering those timbers to the dam they're building on Paiute Creek.
You just take it easy. I've got some stuff in my saddlebags that'll help those wells.
And that's as much as I know about the deal, mister. This one fellow wants to build a dam across Paiute Creek, and the other one don't. I wouldn't have thought Captain Saunders was going for rough stuff to stop him.
Captain Saunders?
Yeah, he's the one don't want it. Richest man around here with the biggest spread in Paiute Valley.
You don't mean Captain Dan Saunders, do you?
That's the one. You know him?
Sure do. I haven't seen him for several years, but he's an old friend of mine.
Well, he ain't a friend of mine any longer if he's going to bring in gunmen so he can have his way.
That doesn't sound like Dan Saunders to me.
Who else would be doing it? He's the only one fighting the dam. Well, I got to thank you for saving me, but I'd better get along.
Take it easy.
Get out!
Find out who that hombre is when I get to town. Otis is still headed for the dam. Looks like he needs more of a lesson.
So glad so many of you are here today. Maybe we can straighten out many of the misunderstandings that have been holding back the dam. My father wants to build that dam for the good of the whole valley. That's the thing to remember. Now, we have all the water we need on our ranch, and Captain Saunders has all he needs on his, because Paiute Creek flows through both ranches. But what about the rest of you? Your land's drying up. Putting a dam across Paiute Creek can save you. If Captain Saunders doesn't stand in the way, I speak for my father because he couldn't be here.
Well, folks, I sure hate to lock horns with a lady, especially if she's one that I've known since she was knee-high to a horn toad. But I'm not going to let Luke Atkins build that dam, even if you know how to build one. Now, hear me out. His place being above mine, he'd have all the water. And when the floods come in the rainy season, the chances are that dam of his wouldn't hold anyhow. Then I'd have all the water, more than I could use. Probably wash away my whole spread, house and all.
How are you going to stop Luke from building a dam on his own property, Captain?
Now, you listen to me, Mr. Storekeeper. I am going to defend my rights any way I see fit.
Maybe you think you're safe from the law, Saunders.
Why, if you were a man instead of a money-grubbing banker, I'd take you out and mop up the road with you. You know that, don't you, Crawley?
Hold it, Dad.
Listen, Mr. Crawley and all the rest of you. In the first place, my father is a law-abiding citizen. In the second, you know I'll uphold the law the same with him as I would with anyone.
You might have your hands pretty full, Rob.
What do you mean by that, Atkins?
The reason that I couldn't get here sooner was that I was over to Tom Daly's place trying to get him to work on the dam.
Well, Tom Daly being weak-minded, he probably would work on that dam.
A bunch of masked gunmen raided Tom Daly's ranch, Saunders. Tom Daly's dead.
Dead?
Yes, Saunders. You know he's dead.
Are you accusing me? Why, you...
Get your hands off those guns, both of you.
Steve Brandon.
Howdy, Dan. Hello, Steve. Seems to me that Rob here is responsible for finding out who killed Tom Daly. That's right, Steve. Mr. Atkins and Dad, if you both can't keep the peace, you'll both land in jail.
Howdy, Steve. You ain't walked in on anything that ain't normal. We've been fussing about this dam for a long time.
Good to see you again, Dad.
I want to talk to you, for I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. You might have been around a plenty, seen everything. Right now you're looking at the bathtub king. Howdy-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Scrubby-dub-dub to be a lily pure. You can't take a chance, you gotta be sure. You ain't civilized if you ain't plumb clean. I got the dad-blainest bargain that you ever have seen. Howdy-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Porcelain line, the very latest thing, on sale now by the bathtub king. Step right up with your dough in your hand. Make yourself a deal with an honest man. Howdy-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Scrappy-dub-dub to be a lily pure. Can't take a chance, you gotta be sure. You ain't civilized if you ain't plumb clean. The dad-blainest bargains that you ever have seen. Howdy-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. A man in Albuquerque bought the very same tub. Next day I sees him, he says, listen, bub, I washed 9 kids to find my 4. I found 3 kids I ain't seen before. Scrubby-dub-dub to be a lily pure. Can't take a chance, you gotta be sure. You ain't civilized if you ain't plumb clean. I got the dad-blainest bargains that you ever have seen. The dad-blainest bargains that you ever have seen. Now step right up, gentlemen. Come closer. Don't crowd. There's plenty of room for everybody. Now, who'll be the first to buy this magnificent tub? I'd like to explain some of the finer points of this fine tub. Hey, you got an honest face. Where have I seen you before?
Corpus Christi, Texas, Smiley. How are you?
Well, fine.
Say, you only had 1 ring eye then.
Oh, that's not Ring Eye. That's Ring Eye's ma and pa out of Waco. I remember you, Steve. You introduced me to Harry the Hermit, my first customer.
That's right.
This is his tub. I had to repossess it. He couldn't pay for it. He'd never used it. It's just like new. If you'd like to have it, discount for friends.
No thanks, Smiley. No thanks.
How about you, mister?
Try sending it to Atkins. He's planning on grabbing off all the water.
Oh, water?
You're very funny, Saunders. But I want you to know that I'm going ahead with that dam, and it'll provide water for the whole valley. Now, who's with me?
I'm with you. Water's fine for the bathtub business.
The whole town can side with you, Atkins, but I'm still man enough to stop you from taking what's rightfully mine.
Nobody's taking anything away from you, you stubborn old coot.
You don't need all that water any more than Atkins does.
That's up to me to decide. Now, if you fellas are looking for a fight, you've got yourselves one.
Listen, Dan, I've no business horning in, but
That's right. You've got no business horning in. But if you want to come out to the ranch to stay, you're welcome, Steve.
Thanks, Dan. I'll be out a little later.
Good.
It's Jim Otis. He's been beaten to death.
That's the timber I ordered for the dam.
You'd like to pin this one on me, too, wouldn't you, Atkins?
And it all adds up, don't it?
Just a minute. I saw the beginning of this. A gang of men were whipping him, and I drove them off.
Recognize any of them?
No, they were masked. But I'd have known Dan Saunders if he was there.
Well, you're a friend of Saunders, ain't you? You'd cover up for him, wouldn't you?
I wouldn't cover for a murderer. Dan Saunders wouldn't do this to any man.
That's right, stranger. I've been Captain Saunders' foreman for over 2 years. I'd know if anything was going on. Whoever's bringing those masked killers into Paiute Valley, it isn't him.
I agree with Hank. And we've all known Captain Saunders too long to think he'd do a thing like that.
If you get any evidence that isn't just tongue-wagging, Atkins, go to the law. Otherwise, stay out of my way. Come on, Hank.
A couple of your men take care of Jim. Steve, you better come over to my office and fill out a report.
Hello, honey. Yes, so far. But we're ready for trouble if it comes.
I brought your lunch. I'll bring the coffee on the next trip.
Thanks, honey. That's coming from Saunders' side of the line. Grab your guns, boys. Start firing back at him.
Morning, Steve.
Howdy, Dan. So you're a law-abiding citizen, huh?
I'm just shooting jackrabbits on my own property.
And the jackrabbits are shooting right back at you, huh?
No. It's just those fellas down there working on Atkins Dam. You see, when I miss a rabbit and one of my slugs happen to go across the line, they get the idea I'm shooting at them.
Of course, you wouldn't do that.
No, Steve. If I took a notion to do anything like that, they wouldn't be there to shoot back, and you know it. Why, I could drill a 4-bit piece at that distance. And I could blow that blasting powder right in Atkins' face.
Listen, Dan, you're fighting a losing battle. You're setting your face against progress in this whole valley.
Progress? Calling it progress to give away everything you worked hard to get?
Sometimes, yes. If all of Paiute Valley is prosperous, it helps you, too.
I never asked for help from anybody, and I don't need any.
But you're getting nowhere this way, Dan.
That's so? I may not be getting many rabbits, but neither is Atkins getting his dam built.
Dan, there's just one other thing. These raiders, they're not working for you, are they?
If I had the time, I'd take the hide off of you for even asking me.
I believe you, but you keep on like this and nobody else will.
Who is it?
Looks like the deputy sheriff's heard about your little rabbit hunt. Look out! Keep back!
Wait a minute, boys. Brandon. Looks like he wants to quit. Stop shooting, but keep him covered.
Dad, you taught me to do my job and play no favorites. If you keep this up, I'm going to have to do what I swore on my oath to do.
Who do you think I built up this ranch for? Who do I want to protect it for?
I don't want it if it's going to cause bloodshed.
And it would have if it hadn't been for Mr. Brandon.
Dan, maybe you'd better tell Rob here about those jackrabbits. Come on, Susan. We'll go down to the dam and see if we can cool off your father.
Well, Steve, if you decided to go over the other side, you might just as well stay on the other side of my line.
Anything you say, Dan.
Was that you doing that shooting?
It wasn't Steve, Father. It was Captain Saunders.
And I came down here to tell you he wasn't shooting at you.
Are you trying to make a fool of me?
Look, if he meant business, he could have blown up that blasting powder any time he wanted to.
Well, what's he shooting for?
He was trying to keep you from working. Atkins, I think Dan's wrong, but he's a friend of mine, and I want to put a stop to this fighting before it gets any worse.
You're a pretty smooth talker, Brandon. It's very funny. Every time there's trouble, you're always around taking Saunders' side.
Does look bad, doesn't it? But don't worry, we'll get it straightened out. Bye, Susan.
Yes, sirree, you lucky people. Yeah, imagine that, a free bathtub demonstration. And now, friends, as a few of you might know, this is a cake of soap. Now, the principle of soap is it kind of locks horns with dirt and grime and just drags it off of you. Now, soap has to have water, and of course, water has to have a tub, and bathtubs, that's my business. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Thank you, Durango. They'd have got me in another minute.
Does this shooting have anything to do with the building of that dam?
Well, that's the only way I can figure it. I was just on my way up to help Atkins.
Ever seen this man before?
No, he ain't from this part of the valley.
And he's not one of Saunders' hands.
No, not on the face of it, he ain't, but he could be working for Saunders undercover. One way or another, I've had enough. No dam is worth getting killed over. I'm pulling out of this whole deal. Durango or no Durango. And I don't care whether Saunders is or Saunders ain't causing all this trouble. I'll have nothing more to do with this dam.
Well, who else is pulling out? Well, I won't tell you what I think, but I'll tell you this. I'm going ahead with this job alone. If I have to mortgage every stick of property that I own, I'll raise money to hire help. And if I need protection, I'll hire me a bunch of gunmen for that job, too. Crawley, how much will the bank loan me on my property?
Well, the way things stand, you're not the best risk in the world, Luke, but I can go as high as 10,000, maybe.
Well, I'll need all of that. When can I have it?
I'll draw up the papers and have them ready for you after supper.
I'll be back.
I'm a-packing my duds and I'm a-breaking my camp. I'm a-chasing my burro to load that old scamp. At a-getting and a-going, I swear I'm the champ. I got rambling blood in my veins. Well, I guess I'm plumb stubborn and set in my ways, but I just can't stay put more than 2 or 3 days. Gotta be on the move, new horizons to gaze. I got rambling blood in my veins. With my face to the sun and my hat on the cantle, I'll sing as I jostle along, along. I'll sway back and forth like the clock on the mantle, singing a cowpuncher song. Some say I won't settle, some say that I will. I suppose that someday, well, I might have my fill. Now I keep a-wondering what's over the hill. I got rambling blood in my veins. Like the geese in the autumn, I'm a-taking to wing. With my whole get-together, I ain't a-leaving a thing. Who's to care where I'm a-going? I'm a-having my fling. I got rambling blood in my veins. Now I know that old horse thinks I'm kin to a loon, and he hopes that I'll fold up and quit pretty soon. But that ain't the words that's a-fitting my tune. I got rambling blood in my veins. I'll whip out a tune on my battered guitar, and I'll sing as I jostle along, along. I'll follow the moon and I'll wish by the stars while I'm yodeling the wanderer's song. I can breathe the night air and be glad that I'm free, glad I'm being right now where I'm a-wanting to be. Glad I ain't someone else, just content to be me with that rambling blood in my veins.
Seen for a long time, Rob. 41 caliber shell.
41?
That's what it is. Lawton, do you know of anybody around here who buys cartridges for a 41 Colt?
It's just one man, Steve. My father.
Yeah, he's partial to a 41. I got to order special for him.
They cleaned out the bank so I couldn't get the money. Crowley was killed with a 41 slug. How much more evidence do you want, Rob?
I'll bring him in.
I ain't saying you won't, but maybe you'll need a posse. I'm volunteering.
All right, anybody else that wants to go along, get your horses.
Come with me, Dad.
Do you need a mob behind you to talk to your own father?
No, but he needs a posse to bring in a killer.
Keep your head down, Atkins. Who got killed?
Crawley. By a slug from a 41 Colt.
It wasn't my 41 Colt. Now get back to town.
That's where we're going. But we're taking you with us.
Not me. I'd never get a square deal.
Hold it, men.
I said hold it. Went and get him alone like I should have done. I'm coming in to get you, Dad.
Easy, Saunders.
Durango.
Don't make a sound. There's a horse for you out back, Saunders. Get in the saddle. Get in there quick. Get moving and keep ahead of me.
It's Durango. They're coming around the house.
Climb down.
I didn't ask you to interfere, Durango, and I'm not taking orders from you or any other man.
You're not taking orders from me, Saunders. You're taking orders from this 41. Maybe the gun you killed Crawley with.
But I didn't kill Crawley.
You'll have a chance to prove that in court. Get in there.
I'll do my best to get you for this.
You're ungrateful, Saunders. This jail may not be much for looks and comforts, but it's nice and safe. You won't get in any more trouble.
Maybe I don't want to be nice and safe.
Maybe you want another gunfight with your own son.
Gee, Hossifat.
Don't shoot me, Durango.
What are you doing in here?
Well, there's been so much shooting, killing, and murdering going on, I had to find a safe place for my bathtub.
Are you locked in?
No.
You are now. You won't be tempted to let Saunders out.
Well, I wouldn't do that.
What about my gun?
You don't find a 41 very often these days, Saunders. I'll keep it as a souvenir.
Rob, get me out of here.
Dad. Saunders.
Well, looks like Durango's on our side after all, Atkins.
Yeah, when he lit out with Saunders, I thought...
I don't care what you thought. Open up this cell, Rob, and let me out of here. You have no ground for holding me.
There's reason enough to hold you on suspicion of murder. You're the only one around here that packs a 41. What'd you do with your gun?
Why do you ask? He probably threw it away to get rid of the evidence.
No, he didn't. Durango took it away from him.
Durango took it. What for?
Go ask him.
Said he wanted it for a souvenir.
A souvenir.
He said he thought Captain Saunders would be better off in here. He wouldn't get into no trouble.
I just heard about it, Captain. Anything I can do?
Nothing except hammer some sense into these thick-headed jackasses. Go on out and take care of the ranch. And now, as long as I'm to stay here, how about letting me get some sleep? There's no law against that, is there?
I'll notify the sheriff at the county seat tomorrow. There's nothing we can do until then. Say, Rob, I'm ready to leave now if all the shooting's over. Nothing doing, Smiley. It's just as bad to break into jail as it is to break out. You better stay there for the night. Oh, shucks. Say, I was just thinking, you don't have a bathtub around here, and if I could offer a suggestion...
No.
You might as well tell us what you did with the bank money, Saunders. You can't stop us from building the dam now, even if we have to wait for the cash.
Get out of here, Atkins.
don't look too good. Without help from the bank, we might not get that money in time to build this year.
With Saunders locked up, our troubles are about over, Luke. I've got an idea. Come around and see me in the morning.
An idea? What do you mean?
Well, I ain't sure yet, but maybe by tomorrow I could work out something about getting the money.
Well, I sure hope you can. I'll see you bright and early.
Dad, I know you didn't kill Crawley. But it does look bad, and, well, I've got my job to do.
Yeah. Well, in spite of all this, I guess I'm kind of proud of you, son.
Thanks.
Captain Saunders, you know, I don't think you done it either.
That's a great help. Thanks, Smiley.
Maybe you'd like for me to sing you a little song to kind of cheer you up or something, huh?
Do me a favor and just go to sleep.
Yes, sir, Captain Saunders. That's what I always say. A good solid bathtub for good solid comfort. Good night now.
I had to ride out a ways to make them think I was going back to the ranch.
Did you get all of it?
Yeah. But you'd better give me some for the boys to keep them happy. I want a cut out of it myself.
That's all right. You're entitled to it. With Crawley dead and the bank cleaned out, we've got Atkins where I want him.
Saunders being in jail, we're kind of stuck for making any more raids.
Because a man's in jail don't mean he's got to stay there the rest of his life.
Nevertheless, until we get him out, we better not make another move.
You just do what you're getting paid for and leave the thinking to me. To control this valley, all we need to do is to control the water supply. And to do that, all I need is Luke Atkins' name on a piece of paper.
You're getting kind of careless with that rebuilt gun of yours, aren't you?
What's the difference? Looks like a .45, don't it?
Well, I'd better mosey along. The boys will be waiting for their money.
Go ahead. I'll have this ready for Atkins in the morning.
It's Birch, all right.
Reach for the sky, gents.
What's going on, Steve?
Looks like these boys intended to bushwhack somebody. I guess it was you, Birch.
Thanks. Who are you fellas?
Hold them there. I want to check their artillery. I want to see if any one of them has a .41.
Get moving fast. Hey, you stay away from that gun.
Well, what?
One of them sneaks drawing me.
Let's get him. you working for?
Get out of here, fast. You hurt bad?
No, but I feel kind of stupid letting someone sneak up on me like that.
That's tough luck. I didn't even get near any of them.
It's tough, all right. It's going to be a lot tougher if I get hold of the armory who'll hit me.
Well, thanks anyway for spoiling our holdup. So long.
Bye.
You say that you can let me have the whole 10,000 we'll need for the dam?
I'm a saving man, Luke. Always was. Tain't like I was giving you this. The dam's for the good of the community, and it'll be good for my business.
Well, I wish Dan Saunders could be as broad-minded as that. 90 days should give me plenty of time, even if everything went wrong.
That's how I figure. You'll sell your cattle by then, you won't have any trouble meeting this note.
These are good terms you're giving me.
Why shouldn't I? It's for all of us. The only reason I wanted this paper between us is so we'll all be protected.
Sure, that's only fair.
Here, Smiley. Let me give you a hand. You take that end. Got it? All right. Come on up.
Leave it there. Woo! Well, I'm glad I spent the night in jail.
How so?
I didn't sell any bathtubs, but I feel pretty sure that Mr. Saunders is not the one that's been doing the killing and the murdering.
I'm sure about that myself, Smiley.
Wished I could do something to help you.
You could if you could find someone else who's packing a 41.
Steve, you've hit the nail right on the nose. That'd prove that Mr. Saunders didn't necessarily kill Crowley. Now, all we've got to do
is get a look at every gun in town.
That's right, that's all.
That's all.
Yeah, that ain't gonna be easy, is it? I'll do some thinking.
Oh, I'm so happy, and I know we did the right thing.
Susan, I've got the money. Judd put it up for me.
Oh, Dad, that's wonderful. And, Rob and I, well, we have something to tell you.
Well, Mr. Adkins, I'd like for my father to hear this, too. So if you don't mind, we'd like for you to come along.
Are you thinking?
Yeah, and it's not easy.
I've got some news for you, Steve. Come on in. Dad, Mr. Adkins, Susan and I just got married.
I won't allow it.
It's too late for that, Dad. We've been thinking about it a long time, and we did it now to put a stop to this fight between you two.
It'll stop when Atkins gets some sense into that thick head of his.
Yes, it'll stop when they hang you for the things you've done.
Oh, you two ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Congratulations, Rob.
Thank you, Steve.
And lots of luck, Susan.
Thank you, Steve.
See, now that both ranches are in the family, Dad won't have any excuse for accusing Mr. Adkins of trying to rob us of water.
Sure, Luke. They're talking sense. All we got to do is to get Cap here cleared of these charges, and we can all work together for the whole valley.
Where do you come in?
In spite of everything that you've done, Saunders, I've got the money to go ahead. Judd loaned it to me.
Ha! He's a bigger fool than I thought he was.
Well, I think this is all too gosh darn wonderful. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw a party to celebrate. Tonight.
A party?
I'm going out to the ranch to talk to him, Rob.
Rob's right, Dan. Use your head for a change and listen to him.
Oh. I got it.
Guess what?
Hey, I'm not so dumb. When them people come to the party tonight, I can find out who killed Crawley.
You can do what?
Yeah, somebody else in this town is toting a 41. All we got to do when they come to the party, make them check their guns at the door. And then whoever's got a 41, he'll be it. That's simple, ain't it?
Simple enough. Never would have thought of it.
All we got to do is find somebody to stand at the door and check the guns. How about you, Steve?
I might be pretty busy, Smiley.
I'll be glad to help you, Smiley.
Would you? You got yourself a deal. I'll go find Ken Houchins, and maybe he can stir up some musicians.
I'll see you tonight, Steve.
I'll be there.
So I says to this gunsel, I said, now, how much rent do you want for that guitar? Well, sir, he said, mister, I hadn't figured on renting it to you. I thought maybe you'd be willing to pay me $10 for tuning it, though. Play, boys, play. I'm so proud of all of my kin, especially my cousin Ben. When I wear his hat, I look like him. My whole family's smart. Yes, I'm old Smiley's cousin Ben. I went to Harvard, Yale, and then they invited me to come again. My whole family's smart. They said, now, Ben, when you pass on, will your brain to the college? There's nothing in this world so small of which we have any knowledge. Yes, sir, I'm proud of Cousin Ben. I'll go to Yale to see it then. They say his brain's the size of a pin. Our whole family's smart. Pollywog, she's my sister's kid. She keeps all of her talents hid. She's 6 years old, but still a kid. My whole family's smart. Yes, Smiley, he's my uncle dear. Mama thinks he's a dope, I fear. She says he ain't dry behind the ears. Our whole family's smart. When I grow up, I'll have a horsey with a ring around his arm. I'd like to have the one he's got, but Uncle's too tough to die. Yeah, sister's kid, as you can see, just as sweet as she can be. You can tell she sure loves me. Our whole family's smart. Grandpa, he's my pride and joy. He made all my little toys, then helped me shoot the other boys. Our whole family's smart. I'm great-granddad to an awful mess. It's all my fault, I must confess. I should have drowned his ma, I guess. Our whole family's smart. When he was just a little squirt, I held him on my knee. He'd look up with those glassy eyes and say, Grandpa, sing to me. Grandpa likes to write to me. He wants me to send him a set of keys. He's tired of the penitentiary. Our whole family's smart. Well, sir, I'm glad to see you fellas all like the higher type of entertainments. We're going to follow it up now with a fellow you'll all like and admire, Ken Houchins.
As I was out walking one morning for pleasure, I spied a young cowboy come riding along. His hat was thrown back, his spurs was jingling, and as he approached, he was singing the song. Whoopie-tie-I-O, get along, little doggies, it's your misfortune and none of my own. You know that Wyoming will be your new home.
Shout!
Round up the horses. Come on out, Saunders.
Hank, you're Hank Birch. All right, Hank.
Put him on his horse and tie his hands.
Everybody get a gun.
They broke Saunders out of jail. He had that gang working for him all the time. Don't seem to be no peaceable way of settling with him now.
Dag nabbit, just when I thought everything was going hunky-dory.
Get the doctor, Smiley.
Don't you see, Dad, I love Rob. But I wouldn't have married him if I'd thought his father was in the wrong. And I'll never believe Captain Saunders had anything to do with those murders.
And I suppose that you'll never believe that he was taking pot shots at me when I was working on the dam.
I'm afraid he's got you there, Miz.
Durango!
Hold it, Atkins. Keep your hand away from that gun. Just listen. Saunders is out of jail. The gang broke him out.
Well, that proves what I've been saying.
That doesn't prove anything. Where's that money you got from Norton?
It's safe enough.
Get it, quick. Take the money out and put something else in there. Here. These will do. Come on, I'm trying to help you, Atkins.
Well, maybe you're trying to help me, but I like to know why I'm doing things.
Listen.
Father.
If my guess is right, that's the same gang who broke Saunders out of jail. They're coming for that money right now. Don't fight them, Atkins. Give them that sack.
You've got to trust him, Father.
Open up there.
Come across with that money, Atkins. You heard me.
You can tell Saunders that he'll sure swing now.
He ain't worried.
What did you let him go for when you could have dropped him?
Use some sense. You haven't lost anything. Besides, I'm after the man who's behind that gang. They're working for somebody in Paiute Creek. And it's not Saunders.
Set now. I'll ride into town in the morning with this and report. This time our cut will be a good one.
Well, howdy, Steve.
Hi, Smiley.
How's Rob?
Oh, just a flesh wound. He'll be up and around in a few days.
I'm fixing to get out of this town. Too many things is happening too fast for me.
Now, don't be in a hurry. Maybe everything will be cleared up. They'll have that dam built. And there'll be lots of water. And where there's plenty of water.
There's bathtub. I can hardly wait.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Got it? If you had 200 people, that'd take 200 tubs. And if each one of them had a kid, that'd be a tub and a half a tub. That wouldn't hold water, would it?
Atkins ain't got a dime left.
Well, that settles it. Only a question of time now, and we'll have his ranch. The rest of them might as well sell out and give us the valley. Morning.
Morning. Don't go away, Hank.
What can I do for you, Steve?
Have you any lace doilies?
Lace doilies? Why, no.
Up with them, both of you. You don't know your own stock, Norton. You'll find them in those saddlebags.
Have you gone crazy?
Open them up. Doilies. Instead of the money you were so big-hearted in lending to Atkins. One other thing, Norton. What about that 41 you killed Crowley with?
I don't have to tell you anything, Brandon. You ain't the law.
Hey, Steve, Mr. Atkins just rode in. Oh, excuse me.
Drop that gun, Brandon. Now I'm going to shoot a couple of rats that busted into my store and tried to stick me up. Get over there, you.
41 on a 45 frame.
This ain't going to do your friend Saunders any good.
No?
The boy's got orders what to do in case anything went wrong. You forget about my 41, I'll tell you where he is.
No, thanks. I'll find him myself. Keep him covered, Smiley. If he tries anything, drill him. Norton's behind the gang, and so's Hank Birch. They're aiming to kill Saunders.
gonna be fun. So you's gonna shoot a rat, huh? Well, I don't like being inside with varmints like you. Let's go outside. Come on, romp on out of here, Double Ugly. Let's get it. I'm gonna take care of you. Oh, don't stop. Keep going. Here. Get up there in that tub. Hurry up about it. Get in that tub. We've had enough of your shenanigans around here. Hurry up. That's the best tub you've ever been in. Sit down and stay down. Now just relax and make yourself comfortable. You've been a bad boy.
They got Norton. Hide out. Going to give us a chance we need to get away, Saunders.
I'd rather get plugged.
You can have that wish, too. Get in the doorway where they can see you. Atkins, hold your fire.
Hold it, boys.
Any more shooting, now let Saunders have it.
Okay, Birch. Get your men together and ride. You've got my word for it. Just as long as Saunders ain't hurt.
Get going, men. Walk out ahead of me.
Now, Birch, let's see what you can do without a gun and without a weapon.
I've got to apologize for accusing you, but I'm still going to build that dam.
And I'd like to see any man try and stop you.
I'll say that's as good as two hands can make it.
When I fire on that side, that means it's all right for you to get up and have a look down the street, see what's coming. When I fire on that side, that means you better duck or I'm gonna part your hair, see? And when I fire inside of the tub, that means you better dodge ricochets.